Recently, we've been hearing a lot about industrial strategy from both Labour and the Conservatives. But what is an industrial strategy, and what does it mean to build it in Britain? An industrial strategy is a plan made by the government to boost certain industries in certain places. States can provide investment, workforce training, and other breaks and subsidies to help boost businesses that create local jobs. But for a long time, we've been told that the state shouldn't behave in this way. States, we've been told, aren't very good at picking winners, and it should be left to the markets to decide which businesses grow and which ones fail. And since Thatcher, this is how our politicians claim to have behaved. They say they've allowed our uncompetitive manufacturers to fail and finance to emerge naturally in their place. But actually, the government has had something of an industrial strategy for financial services for many years. The sector's been deregulated, taxes on the industry have been reduced, and their lobbyists have been allowed unprecedented access to the halls of power. This is what has allowed our finance sector to grow from 5% of economic output in 1979 to 15% in 2007. And we all know how that ended up. In 2008, the reckless gambling of the finance sector brought our economy to the brink of collapse, and yet again, government had to step in to bail them out. Today we know that it's not sustainable to have an economy that's so reliant on finance. Economists have shown that having a large finance sector increases financial instability, increases inequality, and can damage a country's exporters by increasing the value of its currency. The UK had a current account deficit of 6% of GDP in 2016, a peacetime record. Economists such as Mariana Mazzucato have also shown that states can be very good at picking winners. We wouldn't have the iPhone or the internet, for example, without the research and development spending of the US government. This is why we need an industrial strategy to boost the UK's exporters. But just like it did in 1980 to help the finance sector, the state will need to step in and help. Building it in Britain would also be much better for the environment. Billions of tons of carbon dioxide are pumped into the atmosphere every year as a result of global shipping, freight, and air transport. Making and producing more goods at home would make our economy much more sustainable. For too long, we've swallowed the Kool-Aid that the shape of our economy should be determined purely by the markets, whilst allowing our government to pump billions of pounds into our finance sector. Having an industrial strategy to boost our exporters would allow us to have an economy that's more productive, more sustainable, and more equal.